Everyone, we're back with Chaos Child. It's actually been like a month, I think, to the day since I last recorded. Basically, I was splitting it up between, Chaos Child and Ace Attorney, right? Kind of figured, okay, let's finish Ace Attorney so I can give, Chaos Child my full attention and I'm not playing two mystery games at the same time. I only get so much brain power to use. Not that I got a lot of that, but anyway, no, don't play the, no, you stop that. I have noticed the analytics for Chaos Child have not been very good. That's not gonna like stop me, but that's it's something I consider, right? I've got 3 theories about why that is. First off, number 1, despite actually getting a lot of comments telling me, hey, get a new Chaos Child over the years, like you'd be surprised, like every couple of months I'd get someone like, hey, when's your Chaos Child series continuing? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm working on it. And with my that one video I made, I did get 1 person. And theory A, okay, is that despite all those comments, people don't actually want to watch a Chaos Child series. They just want to see, the good parts. They want to see me react to like, oh, the scene where Serika is revealed not to exist. Wink, wink. We all know that's true. And which I think there is some credence to that. Like, I haven't watched many Let's Plays in several years, but every once in a while I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that one scene from okay, recently it was Ace Attorney, so I decided to look up a Let's Play of someone doing the finale to the 3rd game, right? Just to recapture that magic, right? So that's theory A. Theory B is I've given all of you trust issues that I'm never gonna finish the game, so all of you have left. That's equally valid. But 3 is more interesting because I've noticed something weird with my YouTube views, right? So when I first started Ace Attorney, videos 1 through 20, I just finished the series a couple days ago. There's gonna be 38 total, right? So about half the series, we're getting double-digit views, all more or less, right? But then basically right after episode 20, that just fell off a cliff. And the first day it'd get 1 view, and then maybe it'd go up to 10 after a week. Although no, here, I'm looking here, 12 days ago, right, episode 26 got 2 views. Mind you, that is an investigation part, which is less thrilling than trial part, right? That's why everyone's there, like I was talking about earlier. But episode 20 was the end of an investigation, so you would think going into 21, that one would pick up on views. You can see in the thumbnail, it's a trial. I assume people would pick up on that, but no, it's the opposite. The investigation got more views and the trial got less views. I don't get what's going on. YouTube, what's the algorithm doing? Did it just see once it got to number 20, it's okay, yeah, that's good enough. 20, that's as many videos as you needed to play through. Yeah, but just looking at Chaos Child since I came back, first one got 4, then next one got 10. Okay, that's better. 9, 12, and then just a week ago, 5 days ago, I uploaded number 20 that has 3 views. It might be the thumbnail because the one where I used the CG of No that got 12 views. The one where I just do Serika winking, those both got low views. Maybe there's some credence to that. YouTube is not, the audience does not respond well to winking Serika. Oh no, the one where I came back has 11 views. I missed that one. Okay. Yeah, actually all the ones without Serika in the thumbnail got double-digit views, but Serika ones got single. Maybe you guys just hate Serika. Maybe. Some goodness. Anyway, when we last left off, we were getting right into the mix of things. The school festival, we're about to go interview Watabe? Is that his name? Hold on. Which is why I stopped here, right? Oh my god, shut up. I knew, we were right about to get into the thick of things. So, might as well, take a break while we can. I don't want to stop right in the middle of a murder investigation scene, right? We just finished up doing a bunch of, slow character building, and, now it's starting.
第3回私立壁氷学園文化祭を開催いたします。
Yeah! I always love cultural festival arcs in anime. Like, the god tier one will always be Hyoka's. If you haven't seen Hyoka, it is worth watching solely for the cultural festival alone, even if you don't like the rest of the show. I mean, really, any KyoAni show, like Haruhi's is, you know, that's got the god knows scene. Whoa, yeah, okay, anyway. Yeah. All the students in the gym roared as soon as Kawahara-kun finished. You could have played them all at the same time. Like, that would have been, you know... It sounds like, you know, 4 people all cheered separately. Cheerful music began to fill the room, and students in costumes, who probably belonged to some club or another, began to dance. Half of the students watched them and laughed as they left the gym. They were probably the students in charge of the classroom displays and stalls in the courtroom. Kazuki looked over at me to see if I was okay. Well, I'm okay. Even if it was a lie, it was all I could bring myself to say. How much sleep did you get? Couldn't smile. Because of her talents, Kazuki was asked to handle the audio system along with me for the student council's opening ceremony. If she does have headphones, you can tell she's talented. The rest of the student council, except for Kawahara-kun, as well as Serika and Ito, could have left during the ceremony to patrol the school. It was only going to get busier when the school opened to the public at 10 a.m., but 30 minutes from now. When that happened, people from outside the school would be allowed in, and many different events would be held. I had to do my job too. But I couldn't bring myself to get out of the chair. Huh? She offered me a lollipop. It's not the one in your mouth, is it? It's unhygienic. Oh no. Oh yeah, dried up for your squiddy! She thought for a moment, took out a piece of dried squid from who knows where. You know, as someone who's been caring more about my tooth health, aren't lollipops like the worst piece of candy you could eat for your teeth? Because instead of just eating it in one go and, you know, swallowing it, you're just letting that sit there, all that sugar, get around in your mouth for, like, you know, however many minutes that takes. Unless you bite it like an owl. Anyway. Unless, I don't take it. I grabbed the lollipop and stood up. Kazuki stayed to handle the audio. She might have problems communicating, but there are other members of the student council around, so she'd probably be fine. Thanks. Frog! Someone say free? What is comedy tennis? I ignored the advertisements and headed to my destination. After that call, Ito had picked up the smartphone and called the number back. Oh yeah, okay, I actually forgot about that. Someone called from Takuya's phone, right? No one had picked up. Did they say anything? Hold on, we're going back to that video. 23-2. Doesn't seem like it. I assume that girl has it. It was only the message that played when you shut off your service. The customer has requested this number is temporarily disabled. I think your name is Amy-chan, right? Which means she's also the one who, you know, is in on all this somehow, despite being like 7. We talked for a while, but none of us had any good ideas. By 3 a.m., we'd settled on participating in the cultural festival like normal, and lay down on our desks to get some sleep. But I couldn't sleep. I was too nervous. In the end, I didn't get a wink of sleep. I was only half awake for the opening ceremony and final check of the class's video. Hello. White ribbons. Does she always have her? I don't remember what color. All I know is pay attention to the ribbons. In the morning, I passed Ari Morisan in the hallway. She had the smile on her face that she wore when she was with her friends. That only made me more nervous. I was still nervous right now. Is it getting like mind controlled, like delusioned? I didn't yawn even once. He's very paranoid right now, it seems. See Serika patrolling the stalls near the gate through the open doors of the school. And you know, he can see Serika, so of course he's delusioning. Come to think of it, she said she hadn't slept well either, because she's you, dummy. Someone with your appetite was ignoring all the tasty treats for sale at the food stalls. Must have been telling the truth. She can't buy the food because she doesn't exist. Yeah. Serika made contact with them at the hospital too. How are they able to call when I shut off my phone? No, I should stop thinking about it. I asked myself all these questions already. Why have they called Ito? How were they able to? Is there a reason they called Red at the start of the day of a new gen incident? Should I go to the police? Yeah, but would they believe me? No. And I haven't come up with answers to any of those questions. Well, there's gotta be a police insider in this game, right? Just like the first. I hear loud murmurs in the distance.
Oi,
yeah, Watabe! I remembered his name. Huh? He's early. Meeting is supposed to be at 1 p.m. Oh, and he said he's going to do an article on the cultural festival itself, right? Oh. Hello, Dark Serika. At some point, Serika had walked up behind me. Is she on patrol? Why is the lighting on her weird? I'll see him later anyway. It doesn't matter. And it still looks like she's got like a super hourglass figure with the text box right there. What's the button? Backspace? Yeah. It's because of like this thing. But I can't unsee that now that I've like looked at it once. Suddenly she got very close to me. What? Of course I am. It'd be crazy not to be thinking about it. You're looking gloomy until a moment ago too. I'd seen her just a second ago. She looked really glum. Like literally the lighting around her is darker. Like I probably wouldn't have noticed this if I didn't just look at my thumbnails. But that's the same lighting she had in the hospital. Like there's windows right there. For some reason she looked better now. Looked surprised that I'd seen her, and then huh? Let's go! Main character time. Never heard that motto before. We're like the Power Rangers. When we're all together, we can gatai and like combine. They're giving me a completely baseless motivational speech. She went back to her patrol. You can do it, Taku. Look, what Nono doesn't know won't hurt her. We can skip that. That's a flashback. For now, I needed to get through this interview. First, there's the video to talk about, and then sumo sticker with a different face. Be great if I could ask Watabe what that meant too. Is that what Arimori said to ask about? Wait, I remember she said to ask about something that was, you know, led by Mio. Your name is Keisan, but I think your real name is Mio. Took a deep breath and started to go over the interview in my head. My head might be a little scrambled because it's been, you know, a month. Testing. Huh? Now she's glided normally. It's already 1:15 p.m. Okay. Interview was supposed to start at 1 p.m. Everyone had heard that Watabe, the famous journalist, was going to be here. I wonder where he is. Murdered. The audience's seats in the gym were packed. There were even people standing. Everyone in the newspaper club except Kurusu had arrived. Were waiting below the stage. All the preparations were complete. There's no sign of Watabe himself. Oh yeah, came to say hello about an hour ago. Something like that. I did.
Huh?
Between you and me, I've lost count of how many trips I made to the bathroom today. I don't think I can do this. Can't talk in front of all these people.
今さらなんだよ、お前。
Sure, but I couldn't help but be nervous. I wasn't any good at dealing with crowds or people I didn't know. Maybe one more bathroom trip will help. But now I was gonna have to deal with both. Take the hint. Okay, Ito, you're the club president now. You do it. Woo! Ito got the promotion he deserves. Ito laughed away an offer that I made in all seriousness. He stood up from his chair.
それにしても遅えな。みんな待ちくたびれてるじゃん。生徒会は何してんだ?
Watabe was supposed to be getting the VIP treatment. It was the student council's job to take care of him. But with Kurusu gone, they were probably having a hard time keeping up with all their work. From what I had heard, without Kurusu there to keep peace, fights and arguments were breaking out everywhere. It only went to show how much everyone relied on her. Oh, what are they talking about?
ちょっと呼んできてやるか。
しんちゃん、待って。私も行くよ。
Oh, hey! Don't leave me and Kazuki here alone. Neither of us are capable of talking to anyone. What if Watabe comes while they're gone? What will we do then? But Serika and Ito went off to the waiting room without us. This was a problem.
あれれ、まだ始まってないんすね。
Oh no. Huh? What color? White, okay. Hello. Why are you saying chow? Is that?
先輩、チャオス。
I guess that's.
先輩、チャオス。
Chaosu? Is that how you would say it in Japanese? Why are you adding the su? Is that that might be a translation. I don't know. Come to think of it, she'd asked me to ask Watabe about that picture. I mean, it gets the idea across. She's just being weird. Oh yeah, they're gonna get him now. Oh right, Arimori-san? Wanted to ask you something.
なんすか?
You wanted me to ask Watabe about that image, right? You mean the one with the sumo sticker, the love down, right? We're interested in that too. How much do you know about it? Arimori-san looked serious for just a moment and then she grinned.
情報料は高くつくぜ、あんちゃんよ。
I got how many meal tickets did she give me? I got 3, I think. You're making me pay.
当たり前よ。キャッシュで5000万、スイス銀行に振り込んでくんな。
God dang it. That's half the price of a snow cone. Wait, no, actually that's 50 times the price. Never mind. That's a reference to Summer Pockets. I've been reading that. Stop acting like a little kid and tell me. I'll do my best to get something out of Watabe-san, so I was out too.
ねえ先輩。
Huh?
何度も言ってますけど、私に敬語はいりませんよ。改めてくれるまでずっと言い続けますからね。
Joke's on you, I'm self-conscious around everyone. Oh, yeah. She changed the subject. Arimori-san was incredibly interested in Watabe's picture of the sumo sticker. Do you think that if I questioned him about it, she might gain some valuable information? Consider this as I watched her twin tails bounce in the air. But do they just bounce by themselves? They have like thrusters in them? Then suddenly the curtain on the stage began to rise. Okay, do you think he's gonna be alive or dead? Given the delay, I'm going with dead. I could start to see the bottom of the lectern and the chairs. Huh? Huh?
ねえ、始まっちゃいますよ。伊藤先輩たちは?
There was no message from the student council. We had no idea what to do as we watched the curtain rise.
やっとかよ、おい。
遅えよ、渡部。
There's so much build-up. This has to be a murder.
渡部さん!
Watabe-san! As the curtain rose, the gym was filled with the cheers and boos of the students. Like they wouldn't say, "Oh yeah, we saw the curtain start to rise." If it was just like, you know, him coming out. Ito, oh no! What are you doing? Get back here!
あれ?
Suddenly, Arimori-san spoke up. What's wrong?
見てください。なんか変です。
Or plot twist, you know, there's just technical difficulties. She pointed to the stage, looked up towards it. Huh? Yes, he is fine! Watabe had come up the stairs backstage and walked towards the podium. He looks completely fine. But he was staggering and struggling to stay up, and he looked like he was in pain. There's a thick sweat on his forehead, something that looked like drool was dripping down his lips. He just got a basketball under his shirt. What was even stranger was his stomach. How to describe? The spot between his ribs and his hips, right where his stomach and intestines would be, was all swollen up. I heard the word beer belly a lot. It was worse than that. Someone had stuck a giant rubber ball under his shirt. The student saw this and started to whisper. Voices grew louder and louder. He just ate too much. Oh, poor guy. Bones grew louder as he reached the center of the stage. Just listening to them was enough to make you go crazy. I don't know. The whole gym, including the three of us, started to get louder. Oh, he vomited! Wow. Come on, give us a kia. Come on. Come on, one kia. The student screams echoed in my ears. Some people were trampled in the mad dash for the exits. As everyone else was panicking, Ari Morrison and I stood there in silent shock. Are those... like, Garo Froggies. He threw up Garo Froggies. Something was pouring out of Watabe's mouth, mixed with his blood and stomach fluids. It had a face. Sumo stickers? Of course it wasn't Watabe's face. Something we'd seen many times before. What was it? I knew it well, but it took me a few seconds to understand. And then... That's a nice image. that's just great. Sumo stickers? Wait, was that a kill? Ah, oh, dang it. She began to scream, her voice joining the cacophony created by the other screaming students. Quick saved. October 10th, Saturday. Did it skip a day or was it always on Saturday? 12/28. Okay, it's got to be the next day. The unused classroom at Hekio Academy. Or a flashback. I don't know the day we're on.
何もないところですいませんが、ここでお待ちいただけますか? いえ、
Okay, it's a
早く
flashback.
来てしまったのはこちらですから。
And the teacher's evil. We all know this. Look at that man. Those are evil eyes. Given he pushed for the interview, I say he has a very good chance of being. Besides just being an adult in Science Adventure. The man who let him hear from the teacher's office bowed back. Then the man left the room. Regarding the man's name as soon as he heard it. I remembered that he was a typical high school teacher. Wink, wink. That's what we call foreshadowing. Or, dramatic irony, I believe. With somewhat delicate features. That's all Watabe thought he needed to know.
しかし、なんでもねえところだな。
He had heard that Hekiho was famous, but once he got it inside, he found that it was just a normal high school, maybe a little cleaner than most. Seen a TV crew from some station interviewing a student on the way here, they couldn't imagine there's anything worth asking one.
まあ、多少は見どころのある奴らもいるみたいだが。
Since his ostensible reason for being here was to do an article on the cultural festival, he had to take a few pictures. Didn't matter what pictures he took, so he decided to just walk through the school. As he passed by a class that's doing some kind of Garo Froggy cafe, don't take a picture of that one! There's a bit of a fuss. Student after student asked him for handshakes and autographs. Almost the entire class had known his name. He even taken a selfie with a girl who said she was a huge fan of his. But are the Garo Froggies mind-controlling people to like Watabe? When he told her to keep it a secret, she'd given him an innocent smile. That's the way it should be. That's the way normal people were supposed to act.
もっと上に行ってやれ。
Yeah? It was only a short while ago that an online friend of his had suggested he come here. He'd been putting together what he'd found out about the sumo stickers. Those frickin' brats at the newspaper club here, those meddling kids, had once again published just before he did. He'd given up on publishing his own article, but at least decided to show it to someone. He let his friends see it, they suggested he publish it anyway. This is just the plot of Chaos Head. True, he was confident in the article itself, and a very good picture of the sumo sticker at the Love Hotel, which the newspaper club had only been able to get from a distance. Never trust online friends in Science Adventure. There's a chance he'd call out for the plagiarism. He'd be called out. But his friend had continued. You're capable of turning that to your advantage, right? His friend knew him well. Everything would depend on how he handled the interview, but Watabe was confident he could use that to bolster his fame. The ideal result would be to show that the newspaper club were the ones who had copied him. They uploaded their newspaper to Nico Nia all the time, so they were sure to know who he was. We offered them the chance to help with his articles. They'd jump on it no matter what demands he started off at the very bottom, and he'd worked out his way up this far. He was capable of getting any scoop he wanted. They don't know, though. He doesn't know. We have an Ito in our club. His power was a blessing from heaven for a man who wanted to be a first-rate journalist. The whole history of journalism, there'd never been a case where a net reporter identified a suspect ahead of the cops, the news, or the magazine. Really? When a writer of the weekly magazine had found a suspect before the police, all of Japan was in an uproar. Watabe wanted to surpass that. Is that just talking about Japan there? Is that's had to have happened, right? Right? I know there was that one documentary. I forget who it was about. I never watched it. They made it and uploaded it, and then like a week later or something, the guy was arrested. You guys know what I'm talking about? I don't know who it is, so I don't know what I'm talking about, but I think something like that happened. Well, the only other thing I need for it to be perfect is connections with the police. There's one worry was the Love Hotel incident. When he trudged to the crime scene and got into a fight with the cops there, his camera had gone out of focus and he failed to see part of the sumo sticker. He said to get the scoop, someone on the police force was paying attention to those stickers. They're enough of a weirdo to be paying careful attention to Watabe's articles. You might find something strange. Is the image forged then? Is the different sticker? People didn't really want to hear the truth. They wanted lies that sounded true, embellished so that they are all the more pleasing. Oh, the weird knocking! When he heard the sound, he quickly flipped himself back into hard-working mode, good-natured reporter mode.
Hi, dozo. Dozo.
I need to look up what that is in Japanese Morse code, which has its own Morse code system, by the way. I learned that in Ace Attorney. I've been researching. So it's long, short, long? I think? Watabe grunted, soft enough that they couldn't hear, then put on a smile as he went to answer the door, and had a heart attack. And they just put a bunch of stickers down his throat? I don't know. Did you have to end the flashback there? Like, why even show the flashback in the first case if you're gonna cut it off there? Except to show the teacher. Oh, right. More walls? Come on, one Kia. We all know boys scream wah and girls scream iya. The students all started to panic at once and the gym was filled with screams. Then Watabe's body fell to the floor as if in slow motion. His legs were splayed. His eyes were open wide, still full of the terror of death. He was weeping tears of blood. And? Are those? Red? Sumo sticker? Yes, obviously. This confirms the theory all girls say "Aya." There's a huge pile of sumo stickers. Watabe was probably already dead. There's still crumpled sumo stickers pouring out of his mouth. Ooh, wah. And boys say ooh ah. My heart was racing. Beads of cold sweat had formed on my back. I felt a scream welling up in my throat. Something held it back.
警察電話
Ah! Watabe's eyes were motionless, pointing towards nothing in particular. I wanted to look away from the man, but I couldn't. It's the number for the police. That's right, 117. The police are... What was it? It's 119? I don't know Japanese police.
おい
It's 911. Is that meal? When we heard the voice, we were finally able to tear our eyes away from Watabe's body. There's a female student making her way towards us, past the crowds fleeing towards the exits. Female student? Oh, she felt too grown up for that. She was wearing a white lab coat. Putting that on the sharp look in her eyes, part of me thought she might be a coroner. How can they actually meet?
一体何があった
She slowly looked around the gym. Her gaze stopped at Watabe's body.
あれは
Then, without moving an eyebrow, she said,
やったのはお前たちか
Yeah, it was me. You caught me. Oh! Hey, we made it to chapter 4!
なるほどな。じゃあ、被害者渡部さんは時間になっても体育館に現れなかったと。
Okay, so just chapter 2 that feels like it goes on forever then? Because like chapter 3 was pretty short, right? I mean, I got to chapter 3 when I came back in episode 20. Yeah, so that's just 4 videos. Not that bad. I mean, that's a perfect calling point, so I'll see you guys next time when deal with the aftermath of that, I guess. That's really just seeing that chapter screen reinvigorated me. I am now all in on Chaos Child. See you guys next time. Bye.